Thanks to Lowe's for sponsoring today's video. If you notice some mold and mildew or yellowing in your ice machine, or maybe the ice tastes a little funky and smells weird, let me show you the best way to clean that up. The first place to start is to get the machine ready to be cleaned. Now, I always like to first unplug it and then pull out all the internal components like the basket and scoop. We're gonna clean those in just a moment, and then we wanna get rid of any remaining water that might be left behind. Just drain that out real quick. Now, most machines will have a little drain plug on the bottom. Just pop that out. It makes this quick and easy. And usually I like to recommend don't dump out your water from your machine, just because there's many components and sensors that if water gets in there, it can cause damage. And when you dump it, you just run the risk of this happening. So always use the drain plug. And if your machine doesn't have one, just do it very carefully. The next step is to descale and clean the machine. Now, to do this, I like to use vinegar. I think it does a really good job to break down all the hard water and just nastiness that's inside. Now, I'm using a more concentrated vinegar today, more of like a cleaning vinegar. So for this, all we need is about 2/3 of a cup, and then we're gonna take water and fill up to the max fill line on the machine. Now, you can also use just basic white vinegar. Usually that's about a 5% acidity. So for that, I do recommend mixing it 50-50 with water in the machine. Now, you might be wondering, do I need cleaning vinegar and regular vinegar in my house to clean? And one of the main benefits of having something that's a little bit stronger is it just gives you more options. What I like about this is you can dilute it based on what you're cleaning. Now, you can dilute it all the way down to just a really basic gentle cleaner, or if you run into something that's just super dirty, like a really bad glass shower door that regular vinegar is not cutting through, you can mix this a little stronger and it can help you get it clean. I also like that just a little goes a long way. The next step is to run the clean cycle in the machine. Now, to do this and turn it on, there's a few different ways you gotta do it depending on the machine that you have. Some machines have a nice simple clean button. You just click that and you're good to go. Now, this machine does not have a clean button, so what you need to do is hold the on and off switch down for about 5 seconds to engage the clean mode. To know that it's working on this machine, I gotta look out for the S and the L. They'll flicker back and forth, and that way I know it's not making ice, but it's actually cleaning the machine. Now, what's happening here during the cleaning cycle is it's moving that cleaning solution throughout the entire system and even the internal components, and this is gonna help break things down like bacteria, like that mold and mildew growth that might be in there, because if you leave that behind, your ice is gonna taste funky and just not be as good. The other thing it's really helping with as well is breaking down hard water. Again, like we mentioned, the vinegar is acidic, so this does a great job to get rid of that so your machine lasts longer and runs better. One thing I do want to mention is not every single ice maker has a clean mode. If you're not sure about yours, just do a quick Google search with your make and model. And if you don't have one, that's okay. Just run a simple ice making mode. This will do the same thing. It will work that cleaning solution throughout the system. Just at the end, you will have vinegar ice. Just throw that away. I don't recommend using it. Now, while the machine is doing its thing, I like to take this time then just grab the internal components, the basket and the little scooper here, and just give these a quick clean. Now, you can do this with just a little dish soap. That will work great. But if they're really dirty, I might recommend just soaking them with some water, dish soap, and about a splash of vinegar for about 20 minutes. That way, again, it can kind of help break down any hard water buildup or mold and mildew growth you might have. Now, if you need any supplies to help get this job done, or maybe you're looking to upgrade your ice maker or other appliances around your home, definitely check out today's video sponsor, Lowe's. They have everything you need to get your home nice and clean, along with all the tools and supplies to help you tackle those DIY projects. So again, thank you so much to Lowe's for sponsoring this video. And if you need any products, definitely check the link down below, the YouTube shopping tab, or lowes.com. All right, now that the clean cycle is done, the next step is to come through and just give the inside a good scrub. Now, in my experience, the things that work best for this are some pipe cleaners and like nylon brushes and things, just because they really help get into all those nooks and crannies. In fact, I kind of found the perfect brush set for this over on lowes.com. It's 17 pieces, has everything you need. So if you're looking to upgrade, definitely check that in the link down below or in the YouTube shopping tab. Now, you want to pay special attention to kind of the nooks and crannies and things. Now, the vinegar solution does a good job, again, to break everything down, but in some areas, you might need just a little extra scrubbing power to completely remove that from the surface. And as a reminder, if we leave any of this behind, over time, it's just gonna make our ice kind of funky and just taste weird. So again, we wanna make sure that we completely scrub it off of the surface. Now, what's really nice about scrubbing at this point is because the vinegar mix has had a good amount of time to work and just break everything down, the scrubbing is usually pretty easy. It's just a little bit of manual agitation there to completely remove everything from the surface. Now, there is one area on the inside that's a little hidden, but you definitely don't want to forget to give it a good scrub, and that is this little vent piece here down at the bottom. And what I like to do is just grab a simple butter knife here, and we're just going to work that very gently into the back, and you can kind of just spin it and it will pop out there, and that way you can completely remove it. Now, it's a good idea just to give this a good scrub, because many times on the back side here, you'll get some grime and dirt and things. And then also on the inside, there's a little hole there where the water circulates through the machine. Give that a quick scrub with your pipe cleaner. That way everything's nice and clean. Once everything is nice and scrubbed up, I do like to just grab a microfiber towel, dip it in the solution that's in the machine here, and just give everything a quick wipe down. Once the inside is scrubbed up and looking great, the next step is to give everything a good flush and rinse. Now the first thing we want to do is get rid of the vinegar solution, so just pull the plug and empty that out, then put the plug back in and fill it with water and run a clean cycle. Now once that first clean cycle with water only is done, I do like to recommend doing a second one. That way we ensure that we're not leaving any vinegar residue behind, and that way your ice won't taste funky through the next few batches. Now if you do have a system again with no clean cycle, that's okay. Just make a few batches of ice to completely flush the system. Once you're done flushing and rinsing the machine, I do like to just grab a damp microfiber towel and just give the entire inside just a quick wipe down. That way I'm just ensuring that I'm not leaving anything behind. The second thing I like to do is give the outside a good wipe down. For this, I'll just grab a little bit of dish soap and a Scrub Daddy. Just make sure to soften the Scrub Daddy up under some warm water and then give everything a good scrub. Then come through with a damp microfiber towel, rinse everything, and then dry and buff with a clean microfiber towel. Now, sometimes if you do have like a stainless steel finish like this one here, there could be some fingerprints left over even after that, or maybe even some rust on there. And for this, I like to recommend using a little bit of Barkeeper's Friend Soft Cleanser. Pretty much follow that same process, apply a little bit to a Scrub Daddy, scrub those areas with the grain of the stainless steel, then make sure to rinse everything and dry and buff with a clean microfiber towel. If you use your machine on a daily basis, I do like to recommend doing this deep clean every 1 to 2 months. However, if you have super hard water in your home, it's always a good idea to do it once a month. That way the hard water doesn't have time to build up and just cause bigger issues in the future. Now, if you don't use your machine all the time, maybe just once in a while, you can probably push that out a little bit in terms of how often you have to deep clean. But the one thing to always keep in mind if you don't have this machine always running is you want to make sure that it's completely dry before you close the lid and put it away in storage. The reason being is if you leave any moisture behind, mold and mildew will start to grow, so the next time you go to grab it, your machine is just going to be a little funky and your ice won't taste good. One quick tip I like to use is just simply grab the little scoop here and just point it straight up like so, and that way you can leave the lid open, air can flow through the machine, and it doesn't create any funky issues. And there you have it. Now you know the best way to get your ice machine nice and clean. Thanks so much again to Lowe's for sponsoring today's video. If you need any products that I use, definitely check the links down in the description or click the YouTube shopping tab. I also need to give a huge shout out and thank you to all the Clean Squad members over on Patreon and here on YouTube memberships. Thank you so much for your continued support. We would not be able to make these videos without you. Now, if you haven't joined the Clean Squad yet and want to do so, all you need to do is click the link down below for Patreon or click the join button here on YouTube. And as I always say, we'll see ya on the next clean.